So this is unit number 2, self management skills 1. This is part of your employability skill. In employability skill there are some topics which help in your personal development, okay, or professional development. So this is our first chapter, that is self management. What is self management? How can we manage ourselves? So these are the topics which we are going to study today. Okay, so first of all, when we talk about self management, what do you mean by self management? So in simple language we can say self management means managing ourselves. Okay, so management of ourselves. So what are the things which are there in self management? First thing is taking responsibility, becoming a responsible person, taking responsibility of our own behavior, okay, either good behavior or bad behavior. We usually take responsibility of our good behavior, but we should take responsibility of our bad behavior also, and that should not be guilt, that should not be with guilt. It should be that, oh, that time I was not in my control, I was controlling my emotions and I did this, so that was wrong, next time I will not do this. So yourself you have to tell your inner mind that this was my fault. Taking responsibility of your behavior is also part of your management. Okay, one more thing, you have to understand yourself. Understanding yourself is also a very important part of self management. Understanding your weaknesses and your strength, then only you will be able to achieve more in less time. So you should know how to manage your strength and weaknesses. So what are the benefits that you are going to get? You will become more organized. You will become more organized if you will practice self management. You will be able to manage and handle difficult situation. Manage difficult situations and take appropriate action at appropriate time. So self management means self control, self regulation, and that help you in managing yourself. It makes you a responsible citizen, it helps you in understanding yourself, it helps you in organizing yourself. Okay, so these are the things which are there in self management. Okay, so you are able to organize yourself, you are able to manage yourself. So it means self regulation, or self control, controlling your emotion, controlling your behavior. All of these are part of self management. Managing your stress, motivating yourself, and working so that you can get your personal goals and academic goals. If you are a student and you have a strong management skill, you will be more attentive, you will be a good learner, you will be a good listener, you will arrive in the class well prepared, you will follow directions from the teacher, and you will be able to focus more and get more growth. So effective self management skill will have the power to bring a very good change in your life. Self management skills are very important, but they are very difficult to learn. So self management skills are very important, but they are difficult to learn. Okay, and these are the abilities that makes a person stand out in the crowd, makes you successful. Okay, so some people have this innate management skill, they are born with this management, they are self-disciplined, they are able to control themselves, but most of us are not having these skills, so we have to acquire this skill. We have to develop these skills with practice, giving time and trying to have these skills. These skills will make us more confident, self-dependent, and it will help us achieve our goals. So now the question comes, why are we focusing so much on these self-management skills? What are the positive results that we are going to get if we will follow these self-management skills? So positive outcomes of self-management. What are the positive outcomes of self-management? Self-management helps any person to remain independent, actively monitor your stress, actively monitor your strength and your weaknesses, and so that you can have a control on your behavior. If you have self-management skill, then you will be able to motivate yourself, set your own goal, and compare your present and your future, and see your past also, learning from the past mistakes also, and next time trying not to make those mistakes again. So what are the positive outcomes, or what are the benefits of self-management? First benefit is that it boosts the decision making capacity in you. It helps you make the right decision at the right time. It will make you more determined, more focused, and when you know your goal, when you are determined to achieve them, it will be able to take the right decision at the right time. You will be able to understand what is good for you and what is bad for you, where you have to spend your time, where you don't need to spend your time. And when you know where to spend your time, if you know how to make decisions, then your chances of success increases. It increases your chances of success. We say self-management is the key to success. Whatever people you see who are successful, because they have learned this ability of managing themselves, managing their emotional behavior, managing their time, all of these things. So self-management is the key to success in any field, either personal field, professional field, emotional field, everywhere. It increases your chances of success. Because you are practicing self-management, then you are sure that you are going to get success. It helps in curtailing impulsive behavior. Means it helps in you can say stopping our own bad behavior. It helps us in evaluating ourselves. We will be able to evaluate ourselves, what we did was wrong or not, what we are doing is right or not. We will be able to evaluate our own thought, our own feelings. So when we are able to evaluate ourselves, what are our strengths, what are our weaknesses, where I am lagging behind, then there will be less chances that I will behave badly. I will not behave badly because I have more focus on me. I know my problems. It improves focus. Because you know what to do, you know your problems, your weaknesses, so you will be able to provide more focus to your goals. Okay. So self-management skills allows us to focus our energy on those tasks which are important, okay, which will help us in getting success, and it will help us in ruling out distractions. Distractions are everywhere. Social media is a distraction. So many things are distractions. So if you have a better focus, then you will be able to achieve and you will be able to rule out your distractions. It will ensure that you will perform to the best of your abilities. Next thing is it promotes congruence. Okay, congruence between your thought and your behavior. between your thoughts and behavior. See, our behavior is totally linked with our thought. Whatever we think, we behave. Okay, so self management can lead you to control your thoughts, and controlling your thoughts will be able to control your behavior also. So it will help you in leading a better congruent life, because you know very well our thoughts are fully aligned with our behavior. So if we have more respect for our decision, then we will be able to achieve more. So people who practice self management, they live a harmonious life, they live a life of peace, they do not quarrel with anyone most often, because they know how to handle the situation, how to handle their emotion. Okay, when we have emotional burst, then we start different things. So those people who practice self management, they can easily correlate things and find similarities, and hence there are less chances of fighting or conflict. You will not try to create conflict, you will not quarrel. Next thing, it improves our performance in all spheres, not only in education or in professional life. It improves our performance everywhere we are able to perform. So it improves our performance in all the sphere of life, personal, professional. Okay, in social life also you will be able to have good friends, you will be able to improve yourself. These skills are very important. So now we have to see what are these skills. We just now learned about the benefits of these skills. Now we are going to study what are these self management skills which we should know, which we should try to acquire. Okay, so what are these skills that we should be having? So first one is self confidence. Self confidence means you have a faith on your own capability. You know what you can do, your own qualities, your own judgments. You are comfortable with your judgment. You know what you can do, and you know what is your skill, what is your main success skill that you can use to achieve. If you are self confident, no one can try to lose your morale, because self confident people have positive attitude in everything. Whenever situation they are, whatever situation they are, either in bad situations or in different situations, they always have a positive attitude towards everything. They have a greater worth of their own. They give more importance to themselves, which helps them to become confident. When we do not doubt ourselves, when we do not doubt our abilities, we get greater peace of mind. We are totally comfortable and we live a stress-free life. If we are confident, we will keep striving and exploring new things and keep ourselves motivated. So self-confidence is very important, means having faith in your own ability that you can do this. Next thing is stress management skill. You should be able to manage your stress. Stress management is one of the most important of all the self-management skills. Stress reduces our productivity. If we are in stress, then we will not be able to focus more on our productive things. We will focus on bad things. So it affects our performance, it hampers our concentration, and it has a very harmful impact on our memory also. Those people who are in stress, you will see that they are not able to recognize things very easily. They will not be able to learn very easily, because their mind is so much filled up with different things that are creating stress in them. So stress management techniques are there. These will allow you to manage this stress, so that you will be able to harness this negative energy that usually leads to your impulsive or bad behavior. So if you want to deal with a stressful situation, you have to adopt some habits. Okay, The first habit is thinking positively. This will help you come out of your stress. Okay, breathing technique, we will talk about breathing technique. Breathing in, breathing out is a technique that will help relieve your mind and relieve stress. Okay, relaxing, whenever you take time you should relax also. It is always told that after 50 minutes of work you should take at least 10 minutes of relaxation. This will help in managing stress. And then reacting according to the condition, not reacting very fast. Okay, so always remember that we can make right choice and we can take right decision when our mind is calm. Okay, next self management skill is time management. So it is always told that if you are able to manage your time, you will be able to manage your life also. So time management skill is what? It is planning, actually planning your action and planning and organizing your time, so that you will be able to manage all the things. Good time management enables you to work effectively, efficiently, so that you will be able to do more work in less time. Organizational skills are also important. If your things are organized, then you will spend less time in doing different things and you will be able to achieve more in less time. Next is self motivation. Self motivation, we can say, is part of self confidence. If you are confident, you will yourself motivate. You will motivate yourself. Self motivation is one of the most powerful force that impels you to do things and attain success. If you are self motivated, then you will be able to achieve anything. It is the power, it is the force that drives you to work hard, that drives you to put effort for development, for your personal fulfillment. So you are ready to face challenge. If you are self motivated, you are ready to face different challenges in life. It is not necessary that you are born with this skill, with this talent. You can learn this by learning the lives of different people. By having self confidence also, you will be able to motivate yourself, because you know that you can achieve success in this condition also. So you have to build it. It is something which needs to be built upon. You can create this skill, and then when you are able to motivate yourself, then you will be able to nourish yourself in life. Those people who are having self motivation are more organized and have good time management skill. Next thing is self awareness. I just talked about self awareness, knowing your strength and your weaknesses. That is self awareness. Okay, before you set your goal or before you expect anything from others or even yourself also, you must know who you are. You should be aware of yourself, your weaknesses, your strength. Understand the reason for your behavior, why you are behaving like this, why you behaved badly, why you behave badly in that situation, what is the problem that you are facing. We are totally responsible for our own actions, either bad action or good action. So you should observe yourself. You can ask others also to judge you and give you good feedback where you are lagging behind. Maybe you will not like it initially that someone is judging you, but you can ask your best friend to judge you and try to remain neutral and try to solve those problems which he or she has told. If you will be able to achieve self awareness, then you will be able to invest more time in solving those problems. Next thing is take responsibility. Okay, taking responsibility of your action is very important. It will take you a step more closer to self management. We start learning this skill from childhood. Taking responsibility of your bad actions also, good actions also, whatever we do, we have to master this skill. In order to be more responsible, one must learn to prioritize things, do the task as per the priority which is important, and take responsibility of the actions or mistakes that we do. When we take responsibility, we learn so many new things. Even if we fail, we will get to know about our capabilities, what we are having, our own capability, our own skills, what we are in possession of. We will be able to explore new opportunities, and this will obviously lead to self development. It will not only help you in boosting your own confidence level, but it will help you making you more aware of your mental level, your physical level, and the skills that you are having. So you should start taking responsibility. And one more thing that is important if you want to manage yourself, that is productivity. It is impossible to work 24 hours and 7 days in a week with 100% capacity. Proper planning is very important. Proper planning and proper time management is the key to having optimum result, means getting more productivity. And the best way to increase productivity is to manage things on time, means time management. All these are interlinked. Time management, self motivation, self awareness, all of these are interlinked. Even if you have a lot of things to do, and if you are able to schedule your time, you will get more time for relaxation also. Ensure that you take small breaks for relieving the stress in between your busy schedule. Enjoy that time, and if you are unable to do a task, take a break, switch the task, come back to it, and then again try to finish it. You will be able to do the work in proper time, and it will help you increase your productivity. Okay, these were the things that are part of the self management